How's it going, guys? And welcome back to BL3's Forgotten, the series where I look at underused and not often talked about pieces of gear to determine whether or not they deserve to be remembered within the modern meta of the game or should be left behind and forgotten. Today, we will be taking a look at the Dictator. If you would like to farm a Dictator for yourself, you will just want to fast travel to the Guts of Carnivora and run all the way to the end up to the Agonizer 9000. The Agonizer does have a lot of different dedicated drops, so this farm can take a bit. The Dictator is a legendary Vladof assault rifle. It can roll in any of the elements, and it can also come with ×3 or ×6 projectiles, costing 1 and 2 ammo per shot respectively. This gun fires in a large arc in front of itself and always rolls with a bipod. When you enable this bipod, of course as usual it disables running, jumping, and sliding and gives you a movement speed penalty, but it also more than doubles your listed projectiles, going from 3 to 7 or 6 to 14. In all of my footage I do believe I'm using a ×3. That's just because I did not have a ×6 that I could test. So you want to hear a story, huh? Well, good. Let me take you back to the days of even before Mayhem 4 released. Back when the level cap was 50, back when the Mayhem cap was 3, Zane was useless, Flak was the cheesiest character ever, Mose was okay, and Amara was queen. But importantly to our story here is the Dictator. The Dictator was like the assault rifle for Flak. It was also really good on Mose. It was kind of meh on Zane, but it was still like solid. It was just kind of because Zane was meh, and I mean it was good on Amara. The Dictator was genuinely probably the best assault rifle in the game for quite some time. So what happened to it? Why is it in this series? Why did it fall out of favor? We're gonna jump up to closer to the present day. A couple years ago when Mayhem 10 released and we got the Mayhem 6 exclusive gear. In that gear set, we got the Monarch. The Monarch was the big, new Vladof assault rifle that was pretty much a shotgun. It was the same thing as the Dictator. It had the same bipod effect. It was the same gun, but power crept. So where does this leave the Dictator? If the Dictator had kept its identity as its own and the Monarch was never added to the game, the Dictator would have fell off. Definitely. It has fallen off. Without any sort of buffs, because it hasn't been buffed, without any sort of help, this gun has fallen down and did not keep its status as like that go-to assault rifle. However, I was actually pleasantly surprised that it still functioned. It wasn't amazing at True Guardian Takedown. It wasn't the best thing ever. It wasn't mowing down hordes after hordes of enemies like the fucking Monarch can, but it functioned when you built properly around it. It's still strong on Flak. I still had a good time when I did it on Flak. It's probably even better on Mose now just because Mose is so much better now. And it sort of fills a niche that the Monarch doesn't entirely because the Monarch has a bit of a tighter spread on it. This has a way wider arc. But aside from being a relic of the past and having that title as the OG, I can't recommend the Dictator in the modern era of the game. It is an entry-level Monarch. If you are grinding through a new character and you don't have access to the Monarch yet, then I would say that the Dictator is actually really good. The only issue with that is that while you're leveling a character, Agonizer is one of those bosses that can be a pain in the ass if you don't have a lot of good gear. Not only can Agonizer be a pain in the ass, but he also shares his loot pool with so many other drops. So it can be hard to farm for a gun during a playthrough from him. Really, the Dictator's just kind of in this weird limbo spot. It is so close to actually being great and having its own sort of niche even next to the Monarch, but it just doesn't quite hit that target, which really fucking sucks because, dude, I love the look of this gun. Holy fuck, it is a gorgeous gun. Whew. That's a spicy meatball. Don't cancel me, I'm Italian, it's fine. But I guess that's gonna do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that, and I hope to see you in the next one.